football league on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles coming up next.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get this one complete to Brown. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
He'll tuck it and take off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now Hurts going to call his own number. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
2nd down, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you're on the sideline, and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. We are through one. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hurts now. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he's into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll get that to all his tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front, and they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. A 1st down throw for Burrow. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Burrow now. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. First and 10. Hurts to throw. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A first down throw for Hurts. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing is Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Now Brown. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. It's a gain of 10 yards, and the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They go play action for Burrow. A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains level. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it, instead get the roughing call, and it results in a 1st down. Man in motion is Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hurts will work here from the pistol. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And he will get into the end zone. C.J. Uzama. Touchdown, Eagles.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Here's Elliott for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brown. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts now. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's fourth down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. And in motion is Brown. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.